Okay, next portfolio is Emmanuele. I think I said that name correctly. Is a props and environment artist at Elite 3D. Oh yeah, Elite 3D. Also a 3D artist at Decagon. Yes. Q flips it horizontally. All right, so check this out, guys. So this plugin, is it Amagus or Amagus? So if you press, I've set it up so you press Control and it'll bring it up. But if you press Control on it and you press W, it'll flip it. And then I guess Q makes it go the other way. Ah, that's really interesting. Horizontal and vertical. All right, so some hard surface stuff. Let me double check what Emmanuele said. Of course, where I can improve. What are you lacking? What are my lack? Let's see here. Okay, so let's go through here. This is 2 years old. Vehicles, I'm not too much of a vehicle person, even though I worked on Forza. I worked on the environments. Okay, gosh. Thank you for the link, Curious. This one is also 2 years ago. I like this one. It's an interesting little vehicle here. No, I was at Turn 10. I was at the US studio. That was a while ago now. That was like 5 years ago. This is pretty cool. I like the material separation with the roughness. Bamboo looks pretty good. I'm not sure, so I'm not too familiar with bamboo, but I wonder if like how straight bamboo can be. Like if it's cut this short, is it pretty straight or should it be a little? I look so young, dude. It's a lie. Look at those grays. Do you see them? I'll be 34 this year. The bamboo damage is probably a little too strong in the albedo. I think if you put that in the roughness, you're gonna get the look you're going for. 34, old man. This is rad though. I like this. The flower, I think, is missing a little bit of that kind of subsurface love. So this one's 2 years old as well. That's interesting that the flower is just like... Oh, that's interesting. So seeing how this rope is done, when I see the wireframe of that, I'm intrigued, which is weird because I just don't know. Hang on, I'm copying your link. See this in the other screen here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So when you go up here, basically where these rings are. Natural bamboo wood fence plank. They're saying natural. I'm gonna trust them. So when you look at this image, you can see how there's a little bit of it like dips in. Let's see here. We're going in, guys. Oh, thanks for the follow. How you doing? That link, yeah, it's a little long. So I think when it comes down to like those shapes, give me a sec here. Maybe I'll bring it in a little bit. Whoa. I'm like, whoa, hang on. There we go. It's, oh man, this is, oop. There we go. Is this doing it? Yeah, there we go. It's strange too because you kind of have to be careful because I can see this easily getting out of hand as far as geometry goes. But there's a bit of a taper that happens. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you guys can't see this. But there's like, it kind of goes in. I guess you can extrude these out a little bit. Yeah. So making sure that those aren't straight is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be much more visually engaging, I guess. Where are we at here? But yeah, we're going on a bit of a tangent. I do use Blender at work. Blender and Modo. But it wasn't until recently that I was using Blender. I'm really a big fan of this roughness difference though, the two materials here, and then the kind of text that's scribed on there. It's true. Oh, I don't want pure ref up just for that small image. I had to drag it over real quick. But let's look at some of the other stuff in here because this stuff is pretty cool. The paper looks a little on the, let me see here. Shape-wise, it's a little strange. My back is itchy. Why? Like a bear. All right. So, yeah, I guess the paper is skewing a little odd, but the propping looks pretty cool, and the assets look pretty nice. Let's see what this looks like. Spiders. Oh, don't tell me spiders, man. Come on. Oh, that detail in there. That's cool. I'm okay with the floor being one-sided. That's all right for me, I think. Man, that FOV is really flat, isn't it? Let's see what the... Yeah, that's pretty cool. Kind of wish, with all the papers kind of being how they are, kind of wish there was some on the ground. I like how you can tell that someone has sat there a lot. That's awesome. That's the attention to detail you need. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't think... we don't need to see the video. I don't think there's too much to say on this other than maybe like the surface of this feels a little low res. But I think that might be a limitation of the marmoset, at least when you made this was a year ago. So if we start moving forward, ooh, that GIF. Oh, that's so smooth. Oh, so smooth. They should be paying Lucas. $244 hertz portfolio. So this looks pretty cool. I think what I'm missing is more variation in the roughness. Everything's kind of got like a very similar kind of wear to it. Wow, the end there. That's a cone. I love the attention to detail here. That's cool. How's the site mounted? We don't ask questions, man. It's mounted right on, it's mounted on the side here. It's right there. And I think there's, maybe we'll get another angle of it. It's right there. And there. No, not there. Just right here. Yeah, that's a really interesting scope mount. It's like on the side. Huh. Wait, what are those? What? Oh, I see. I was like, what the hell is that? It's the underside of these caps. The caps that cover up these dials. That's pretty cool. There's a little bit of normal bending here, but it's interesting because this also kind of looks like it was intentional because it adds a little bit of that actual bend. Can't block the ammo feed. There you go, Lucas. Thanks, man. So the reason this is on the side is because this is a Garand, and you can't block this. Right, because I have to be able to push the... Mm-hmm. Wow, this music's pretty intense. I'm not used to this. There we go. We go to the cold summer. The slightest nudge to the side, and you'll be toast. Quite a bit of captures. I mean, there's a lot of renders here, and the camera is quite close a lot of the times. I like the distance that you see here and here. I don't know if you actually... Like, this is cool. I think when you get this close, though, you start to see the low-res surfaces. I think staying a little further back would be good. Like, I wonder if I can... Like, maybe if it was that small, but the frame was the same size, I think that would be pretty nice. I really like renders like this one. And I think in this case, the wire is all right. Man, wireframes, they're a weird thing tonight for me for some reason. This is very strange. There's a... I don't know how I feel about that right now. But yeah, there's a lot of geometry that I don't think is actually needed in this. Like, you don't even notice the... You know? This is interesting, too. There's a little bit of a gap here. So it gets a little floaty. I think there's more variation in the roughness on the wood that could be pretty beneficial. It's not a whole lot of information happening in the roughness. But let's continue on, because the Decagon stuff, that's where... Oh my god, these GIFs. They're so smooth. I want to save these. Love the colors. Yeah, this looks really good. I think when you're paying for the amount of resolution that you are texture-wise, that you can totally afford to just add enough geo to smooth this out. Because, dude, whenever I see stepping like that, I get triggered. Especially when I know Decagon and it's totally okay to just kind of go to town on the texture res. It just needs maybe like 2-3 more loops in those areas and you're good. Definitely looked at some research, though, did you? I'm so glad that you just lock in now. Like, there's none of this craziness anymore. It's like, when is it going to be magnets, dude? When's it going to be magnets? This looks pretty cool. So this is another one where I'm like, dude, a great push for making something square look interesting. Because, like... It's tough, man. Making this interesting is all about shifting the silhouette, even if it's just by a little bit. So like this can get kind of square in the corner here, but you can see from other angles it breaks pretty quickly. Oh my gosh. Is that the wireframe? That made my eye twitch, dude. Look at the wireframe. So this is when I'm like, dude, that's pretty dope. Yeah, so the aging on the wood grain is really, really nice. That wireframe is like, dude, this is, if you can pay for the texture res, this could totally go in mobile. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the material work that comes out of Decagon, there's some like serious critiquing going on when it comes to making sure that the materials are all kind of screaming Decagon. I'm surprised that you're not getting some Decagon abbreviations on here. Where nothing, huh? Overall, strong piece though. I think maybe if the metal like popped a little bit more from the asset, you would be in a better spot. But this looks good, especially this shot. That's super nice. Let's see what this looks like. Oh wow, we are way over on time right now. I did not realize. This is the last portfolio though. So, and then we go to the Discord critiques. Wow, this gun has seen some better days. This thing is super worn down. No, this song's this is before Robot. I actually added this to my playlist last year. Around September. Oh! Super awesome stream. Keep it up, man. Hey, thanks, dude. Thanks a lot, man. What 100 bitteroonies. Ooh, look at that texture. No. Doc Strange. How you doing, man? Thank you for the follow. Oh, this is a very classic Decagon view. I've seen this with another piece as well. So material-wise, this is pretty good. I don't have too much to say on this one. Ooh, yeah, like the way you're using your geometry, bro. That's nice. It's a really clean work, man. Look at that, even optimizing, like it needed more geo here, but less here. So you can see like it terminates into a single loop down this way as well here. Now he rates wireframes. Dude, that's the thing. It's really difficult for me in wireframes. Because it's either, oh, dude, nice wireframe, or, oh, why did you show your wireframe? Let's keep going, though, because we are running short on time. I just want to make sure that we get through all of these. This looks pretty good. Man, your camera angles in your shots are so close. Like, I like this one. These are, like, super close. Like, it's defeating the quality of the materials, right? Because it's getting so close up that it starts to feel a little crunchy and low res. Like, these are pretty high res. I think maybe there's a bit of post sharpening that's happening in the material that's just getting like these edges to be a little too sharp. I like this song. Yeah. I think that's all though with this. Material wise, it's pretty interesting, and the screen, I always like a little bit of a fingerprint smudgy screen. I mean, that's what makes it real, right? It's gotta be dirty. Okay, and then we'll look at this guy. So this looks like it's just part of a gate kit, old fence and gate set. It's got the geo where it counts. I think the materials are a little they're not singing, right? Like it's quite old, so I guess roughness wise it's going to be a little on the weaker side. But like ambient occlusion wise, it's you're not relying on the AO to help like pop the shapes out more. So because you're paying for this geo, you might as well try and get some darkening around here. Yeah, the wires, man. I'm sorry I even started emphasizing on wireframes. I really like the edge wear here. Edge wear. The angle of this makes it hard to imagine that when this shuts, it would. I think it's your FOV again is really flat. But yeah, I think so. One thing that he's doing right with the wireframes is that it's one image to show some wire versus like just make sure to have one image. I don't think you need more than that to kind of show what you're doing. Man, I can't believe it's 10:30. Anyways, your portfolio is quite strong. I think maintaining a camera distance compositionally when you're showing your work is going to be important. And right now you're getting really close to your work. Some of it holds up and some of it is too close. This one currently, I think, is my favorite piece in here. It's between this and the snowboard. These vehicles, I actually think maybe like these last three, you probably could remove these once you get like one or two more Decagon stuff up. You could just pull these out. You could even remove these now if you wanted to. No, I'm in Sweden, man. I'm in Sweden. But yeah, thank you for posting your portfolio, and I'm glad I was able to critique it. Hopefully I was able to give you some useful information. And yeah, thanks again. All right.